Getting on the table is completely an option, and I want to talk about that briefly, like weight distribution. For many therapists, they're not used to distributing weight through their legs, so they have to be cautious getting on the table, and then they have to have enough core strength to be able to stabilize and be able to hold position. I'm going to slide off my shoes. I can still do this with my socks. I want to have my knee on the outer edges of the table, not in the center, and eventually I'm going to distribute weight through her body. The first starting point is putting my knees right at the top of her hamstrings at her gluteal crease, dead center on either leg. If any of you are nervous about that, trust me, you could be 400 pounds and do it to somebody and they're fine. I've yet to find a case where somebody was so big I couldn't take the pressure, okay? The way I'm going to start is at the edge. You have to feel nimble to do this. If you don't want to do this, by the way, you can completely leave this out, right? So at the edges, hey, never been on this table right there. How's that? Good. Oh, good. Now I got balance. I've been doing this for a long time. You got access to the back. Do there, not too much pressure? Okay. And then slowly, if I distribute weight either through the arms or through the table, I'm going to walk my knees bilaterally into the gluteals. How's that? More pressure? Okay, how's that? Fundamentally, when we get on the table, we're recreating mat work. My preference would be on a mat, but for therapists who already work on a table, it allows them a really deep compression into the gluteals, with a much larger knee structure that's less pointy and allows the clients to release more rapidly. Now I can still work along the paraspinals, around the rotator cuff, into the tricep. This is like a flat elbow. How's this? Hear the creaky table? Is that too much to either side? Okay. Primarily what I want you to do is check the specs on your massage table and make sure it's going to be safe to distribute weight around the perimeter to get into position. You have to check with your equipment. Bigger, broader pressure than I would deliver with an elbow. If I was still going to use that other stuff, meaning this guy, I would probably use that second, because this is sharper. This is cleanup work. This is cleanup work. This is what we bust up concrete with. It's less effort, and it makes the job easier. I also find that the client usually, they respond more positively to broad pressure. They actually unwind and release faster. You get more done more rapidly instead of just diving in with an elbow. Do you guys want to try those? Again, you do not have to get on the table if you do not want to. That's a modification of table work. Just make sure you're around the perimeter, and when you put the knees in, you're right at the top of the hamstrings at the gluteal crease. What I would do is go ahead and do the bilateral one. A lot of people are coming up and doing this. They're putting one knee down and then coming in with the second. I think it's a better base of support to just hop up at the top of her hamstrings and then use both knees. You're nervous, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't
Why?
have good balance.
Okay, so distribute weight here, and then slowly walk both right into the tops of the hamstrings. And I'm right here.
All right.
I'm gonna spot.
I just have like the worst balance.
Sure. So hand down there, hand down here, and then one knee, it'll be dead center. There you go. And then once you get some pressure here, you can balance and then start to bring the other knee in. Dead center. There you go.
You okay?
And then as you feel balanced and comfortable, you can slowly walk the knees up into the gluteals, right into the flesh. Anything along the sacrum is gold. There you go. Maybe a little bit higher. There you go.
How's that?
Give feedback.
Not too much pressure?
Now, if you feel like you have enough pressure here and enough balance, you can put your hands on her back. That'll change your back spine position as well. There you go.
I'm worried that I'm too heavy and I'm going to like crush people is what I'm worried
You are
about.
distributing weight completely through your hands, completely through your knees. Now, does that feel like too much pressure, or does it feel like some of the best work you've had? Exactly. Because she wants body weight. She wants bigger, broader pressure. She releases more and unwinds more rapidly, and you get to take pressure off of your hands for the most part.